Hey, YouTube, how you guys doing tonight? Danielle K. Howell here, and I am going to give you all some tips on how to set actionable and achievable goals. All right, but before I get started, make sure that you subscribe to my channel by clicking the link below. Make sure you share this video on your social media. Comment below, and be sure to like this video. Okay, so please do those things to show me some love. All right, guys, I appreciate the love because every day I want to come in here with some content that's going to help you improve your business and your life overall. So this video is going to be more about your business, right? It's going to be about your business and how to set goals, but you can apply this to life as well. Anything that you want to achieve, any goal that you want to achieve, you're going to want to take these few steps that I'm going to share with you tonight. And actually there are 10 steps. And what you're going to want to do, you are going to want to literally paste this on your wall and refer to this anytime you want to reach a goal. All right, action steps and achievable. Right, this is going to be actionable and achievable. So step number one, if you want to learn how to create actionable and achievable goals, you must write it down. Now, when I coach people, I give them, I tell them that they need a notebook, the good old fashioned notebook. It always works. And you want to have a planner. Now, this planner, I love it. This is not just a regular planner. This is a law of attraction planner, which I absolutely love. It helps you to reach your goals. It actually gives you, spaces for you to write your goals, your daily goals, your monthly goals, your weekly goals. Those things are so important because if you don't use those things, if you don't have something in a specific spot where you can refer to every single day, you may lose it. Like I remember when I first started in business and I was so wet behind the ears. So I used to, I didn't really have any notebooks. So I used to write things on pieces of paper and I used to be scrounging to see, where's that paper, looking. And then as I got older and wiser, into my business, I had to learn that I had to keep things in one place. And I love this planner. You can find this on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. But this planner is amazing. It helps you to keep track of everything that you're doing every single day, every single week. And it's really going to align with what I'm talking about tonight. So it helps you to get clear on what it is you want and helps you to take those steps so that you are moving towards what you want consistently. And it really, really works. I love that planner. And also have a notebook. Okay, number two, you want to break it down, right? And when we're talking about, achievable, you have to break it down. Sometimes we like this big, grandiose, goal. Let's say, for instance, you want to make $20,000 a month, right? $20,000 a month. Now, right there, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, I want to make $20,000 a month. But first thing you have to ask yourself, have you ever made $20,000 a month before? Even this goes for weight loss. So I want to lose 100 pounds. First, you have to ask yourself, well, have I ever lost 100 pounds before? And what is it going to take, right? So you're going to have to break it down. So when it comes to income, you're going to have to break it down. So if you want to make $20,000 a month, you're going to have to break that down and see what it looks like per day, right? So you have to do $20,000 per divided by 30 days, which is, on average, there's 30 days in a month. So you're going to have to learn how to break your goals down. If you want to lose 100 pounds, you have to see what does that look like, as far as daily calories being taken in, or, your water intake, or how much exercise and how many calories can you burn. So you really have to break it down to the lowest common denominator. So first of all, it doesn't look like such a big goal, and it looks easier and simpler to reach because it's being broken down. Okay, so that's the number two thing you want to do. You want to break it down. The number three thing is you want to have steps. Like, what steps are you going to take to get to where you want to go? Right. That's why we call it actionable. These are actionable steps. What do you have to do on a daily basis that will bring you to the results that you want? And I think this is something that a lot of people miss. I teach this in my boot camp. Like, what are you willing to do for what you want? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to go the extra mile with? You have to know these things because, a goal without a plan is just a wish, right? You're not gonna reach your goals unless you really plan for it. So when you do that and you understand that, okay, I need to do this, that, and the other thing, then you'll be like, okay, I can do that. I can do it. It'll make it seem simpler in your mind. And that's why you want to write it down, because you have control over this. Nobody else has control over this but you. So you have to control the action steps that you're going to take. And that brings me to number 4, which is being consistent. I think a lot of people struggle with being consistent because consistency is the key to success, period. Right? You can't be on again, off again, on again, off again. I spoke about, the other day about Facebook shutting my page down. And I was like, oh my goodness, I was consistent on Facebook. I was consistent with my ads. I was consistent with my lead generation, for the past, I would say 2.5 years. And then they just shut that down in a blink of an eye, So it broke my consistency. So then I had to find another mode. I had to do something different. I had to write down what it is that I needed to do and break it all down. And then I had to take the action to, start a new page and, decide that I'm going to go on YouTube a little bit more often and things like that. So you got to be consistent. You can't be on again, off again, on again, off again. You have to make a plan of what days you're going to do what and stick to that schedule. You have to stick to your schedule, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to, which comes with number 5, which is track your progress. Number 5, track your progress. Know your numbers. Know what it is that you're doing every day. Know what it is that you are accomplishing or where you are falling short. That's very, very, very important, because if you don't track your progress, you don't know where you are. You don't know where you've been. Like one of the things I always teach is that you want to generate, 30 leads a day. This is something that I learned, and this is the benchmark that I live by. 30 leads a day, it equals 2 sales a day in most cases. And so since I know that, that's always been my benchmark, 30 leads or more a day, right? So I have to track my numbers. I have to see how much I'm paying per lead. These things are really important. If you don't know your numbers, you'll just be winging it and throwing paint against the wall. You have to know your numbers. And then as you know your numbers and you track your progress, you have to make adjustments, because there's going to be time. And that's number 6, right? Make adjustments. Even while you are setting goals, sometimes you're going to have to make adjustments to the way you are moving towards your goals. You're going to have to adjust some things. I won't say adjust your goal because you can do anything you set your mind to, but you may have to adjust how you reach that goal. Because if what you're doing is not working properly, you're going to have to try to do something else. You're going to have to move some things around. You're going to have to, find a new way of doing it. But don't just keep doing the thing that's not working, because you're not going to reach your goal. Do something that works. So you have to find what works. So as long as you just keep making adjustments and you're tracking your progress, you got to make an adjustments to make sure that what you're doing is working. Okay, very, very important, because you don't want to do stuff that's not working. Then you're wasting your time, your energy, and your money in most cases. Number 7 is focus on your why. Right? Focus on your why, because a lot of people have goals, but their why is not strong enough. Like I always say, my why I started my business and why I continue to keep moving is because of my children. Like they are my why. I want to keep a roof over their heads. I want to give them, all the things that they want and desire. Maybe not everything that they want, but I want to provide a nice, stable home for them. I want to provide a nice, stable environment for them, and I want them to never have to want for anything that they need and deserve, right? So that's always my why. Whenever I show up on social media, whenever I'm coaching, whenever I'm, on the phone with a customer or a client, that's my why. I'm doing this for a purpose. I want to set them up. I want to also be, that role model as an entrepreneur for them. So that's my why. Now, does it get hard? Of course. There are times when things happen. Right? But you want to keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the goal, and stay to your why. Have you ever heard of that comment that's saying that your why should make you cry? It should literally make you cry. It should make you, feel that passion and that pain and that burden of not reaching your goals and what is going to happen if you don't reach it, right? So that's why you got to keep your why right in front of you. Write it down. Have a vision board. Right? And have your why right in front of you. Right? So, and really, really important. So number 8 is stop quitting. Stop quitting. Look, you're never going to reach your goal if you keep quitting. I talk to so many people and they're like, and I'll ask them, well, how's your business going? And I'm like, yeah, it's going. But I put it to the side for a while. And then I'm like, well, how are you going to grow if you're putting your business to the side? Like, I couldn't imagine putting my business to the side. Like, I just couldn't. So you got to stop quitting. You got to stop, taking the easy way out, because usually the easy road is the hard road. The easy road is the hard road. So, if you keep putting things to the side and you keep quitting and starting all over again, you're never going to get what I like to call momentum. And momentum in your business is key. Because the more you build momentum, and even when I went on Facebook the other day, when I did that Facebook Live and I talked to them about my Facebook page being shut down and, what I've been doing in the process and this, that, and the other, there were some people saying, wow, Danielle, I didn't know. No wonder I didn't see you on Facebook for a couple of weeks or whatever. And I'm like, so people will notice when you're not there, and if you want to create something substantial, you got to stop quitting. Because it's not, I'm saying I was quitting or anything, but I did move from Facebook to another platform and I had to rebuild something. I'm still rebuilding on Facebook because of what happened. But, I never quit. I could easily throw my head like, forget it. No, you can't quit. When the going gets tough, you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on moving. Even if it feels like every odd is against you, you have to keep on moving, because that's the only way that you're going to succeed. You're not going to succeed any other way, because life is going to throw you all types of curveballs. So you're going to have to be prepared to catch them or dodge them, right? And change up your strategy. Number 9 is get support, right? I always say you cannot do this by yourself. You need a mentor. You need a coach. You need somebody who's been where you've been and who is where you're going. And only someone that has been down that road that can show you and teach you and show you the way and coach you to success, whether it's, your business, whether it's like I like to use weight loss a lot, whatever it is, you need support, Facebook group of like-minded people, any kind of group of like-minded people, but someone, I like to say really someone, a mentor and a coach. I would not be able to do what I do if I didn't have my mentors and coaches along the way. Like they really, it's like every time I get a new mentor and a new coach coming into my life at just the right time where I'm ready to grow a little bit more. Every time I grow, a new mentor comes into my life. And it's been great, and I've learned a lot. Have I made a lot of mistakes? Yeah, but I probably would have made even more mistakes if I didn't have a mentor and a coach. I would have, oh man, I don't even know. I would have probably been, I don't even know where I would have been, because, you want to lock arms with people who have what you want. Period, point blank. You want to lock arms with people who have what you want, what you desire. And you have to seek those people out, because if you don't, you'll be trying to do it all by yourself. And then you're going to get discouraged, and there's nobody to hold you accountable when you're doing it by yourself. So you can always give up. You can quit. You can, just put it to the side. And there's no accountability. But when you have someone coaching you and mentoring you, there is accountability, and you are more likely to succeed. And number 10 is to celebrate your milestones, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because you missed you might have missed something there, or, you didn't do exactly what you wanted to do for that day or for that week. Don't beat yourself up. Celebrate your milestones. I remember I used to take T. Harv Ecker's course, right? And every week we had to show up and tell our coach what it is that we wanted to do. If guys don't know T. Harv Eker, he's the person who wrote The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I strongly encourage you to read that book, because it talks about, your relationship with money and your parents' relationship with money. And, it boils down to a lot of us have relationships with money problems, right? We have relationship problems, and that relationship is with money. And we have those problems, but he teaches you how to think differently about money and how to reach your goals. I was in this coaching program, and one of the things that they taught us was this: every time we reached one of our goals, we were to celebrate and give ourselves a treat. Right. And so I loved it. I loved it. And, speaking of a treat, in this book, in this planner, it also highlights that as well. It asks you, what are you going to do for yourself? How are you going to celebrate your milestone? Because you have to, because otherwise you'll keep looking at what you did wrong, what you didn't achieve, as opposed to what you have achieved. That's why it's so important to keep your little achievements around you. If you've gotten any little plaques, or like you can see my little glass plaques I put up there, if you have any, certificates or anything like that, keep those. If you've gotten any testimonials, keep those things, because those are reminders of the milestones that you have achieved already. Because if you don't keep those around, you're going to think that you haven't achieved anything. And I guarantee you've achieved more than you think you have. So, those are the 10 things that you really, really want to focus on when you are creating a goal, right? You have to do those things, and then it goes into action, right? Take action, take massive action, and stay true to yourself and stay committed to the process, and don't give up until you've reached your goal. I didn't give up. And I never give up on anything that I set out to do. And I'm currently, writing a book. It may take me, I don't know how many years to write this book, but, I'm going to continue at it until it's written in full. Just little things. I remember when I started running, and one of my goal was to run the marathon. Unfortunately, I did not run the marathon, but the marathon is 26.2 miles. I did get up to 18 miles. It's just I couldn't run the marathon that day that they had it. But I went all the way, and I think I will eventually run the marathon. I got to get training back again. But once you set your mind to something, go ahead and make it work. Do it, right? Don't let anything deter you from it. And when you do that, you'll feel so accomplished. You'll feel so good about yourself that you're gonna want to set more goals for yourself. You're going to want to set more and more and more goals, and you're going to see how your life is just going to become better and better and better, because the more goals you set, you're going to raise the bar of yourself. You're going to just keep creating these goals and creating these milestones, and you're going to turn into a whole different person. Most people don't create goals. They don't write goals for themselves. They don't challenge themselves. So today on this, I'm live right now, but even if you're watching the replay, I encourage you to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself, set goals, and do things that you've never thought you were able to do before, right? Yes, I'm a business coach, so most of my things are about business, setting goals for your business. But even in life, even in your relationships, some of you know I just came out of a toxic relationship. Those things. Set goals for the next relationship that you want. Right? That's what I had to do. I literally wrote it down. Somebody told me, they said, Danielle, you set goals for your business. You know all about that stuff, because I was talking about dating, and they said, why don't you set goals for your next, person that you want to meet? Like, what is it that you want? I'm like, wow, that's a great idea. Right? So I learned something, and that's exactly what I did. I put exactly what I wanted in a guy. And so when that guy comes into my life, I'll know that it's him, because I have it all written down, So, but these are the things that you want to do. Right? And you want to be diligent about it. You don't want to slack on your goals. You don't want to take whatever. You want what you want. And it should look and feel exactly the way that you wrote it down and how you felt when you wrote it down. All right. So I hope these tips were helpful for you all. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know. Please let me know in the comment section. And be sure to like my channel, please, and share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, as I come and bring you all what I've learned along my journey of entrepreneurship, what I've learned in life, and what I've learned overall by working with people all around the world. Some of them have taught me some amazing things. Some of my clients and my students have taught me some amazing things. Multicultural. So these things are things that will take you a long way. They'll take you a long way. I will be putting a link down below for Amazon for this book. If you want to get this planner, I strongly, highly suggest it. It's a wonderful planner. And look what it says. It talks about, reaching your goals and enjoying your journey and the law of attraction. I mean, it's an amazing planner. It's not just a calendar. It can change your life. This planner can literally change your life. And it's done wonders for me. I have lots of personal stuff written down in here, and I use it. Especially when I want to, focus on a goal for the month. I use this planner, and it helps me. It helps me tremendously. And of course, you want a notebook, right? You want to doodle and write your things in your notebook, and keep this notebook with you and have it as your go-to for your goals, your plans, your everything. You can even put your sticky notes on top of your vision board, right? Do whatever you can to keep your goals right here in front of you. Don't keep it locked away. Put it in front of you, because if you see it more often, you'll be more likely to achieve it. All right, my friends, thank you so much for showing up today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all soon. This has been Danielle K. Howell, your online success coach from youronlinesuccesscoach.com. I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.